Hi everyone, my name is GiGi with House of RhythOM, and today we're going to be doing a slow vibes yoga class concentrated for people who have lower back pain. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and find a comfortable seated position. Bring your eyes into closing. Bring your palms facing down if you want to feel more rooted to the ground. Or turn your palms upward if you want to receive energy. Take a deep inhale through your nose and sigh it out very slow, very gentle through the mouth. Start settling yourself, rooting yourself through your sit bones, engaging your core, erecting your spine, tucking the chin in just a tad. Relax your face, in between your eyebrows, around your eyes. Unclench your jaw, drop the tongue. Relax your earlobes. Start becoming present in the moment. Forget about everything that happened. Think about anything that's unknown. Just be present. All you can control is your reaction to your emotions or to the different things that happen in life. So just be present. I want you to join me in focusing all of your attention on the tip of your nose and following your breath. How does your breath feel? Is it moving slow? Is it moving fast? Is it shallow? Is it deep? I want you to start deepening your inhales. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Let your belly rise just as a balloon. Hold it at the top. And exhale very gentle and slow. Another deep inhale through the nose. Let that belly rise. Hold it at the top. Exhale slow. Now I want you to take that same deep inhale through your nose. Let that belly rise. Hold it at the top. Then I want you to seal your lips this time and just exhale through your nose. Very slow, very gentle. Beautiful. Let your chin drop to your chest. Grab your knees. Start going back, tucking everything in. And then inhale, come forward. Let your shoulders go back, your head goes back. Exhale, go back, wrench it all in. Inhale, come forward. Keep going forwards and backwards. So you're exhaling, you're going back, crunching everything in, feeling the vertebrae spread apart. And on the inhales, you're coming forward and letting your shoulders, your head go back, feeling the stretch in your thighs and your glutes and low spine. Let your breath guide the movements. Close your eyes and really get into the present, what you're doing in your breath. Drop everything else. Let's take it 2 more rounds. And then come back into a neutral spine. Now I want you to go ahead and push forward, and you're just going to rotate towards the left. Come all the way back. You're moving very slow. And all the way around to the right and forward. And you're just going to keep rotating. Now what's important here is you're imagining your sit bone, and you're imagining your tailbone. And as you're moving in this circular position, you're loosening up all the tendons and ligaments, any stresses that we're holding here. Because the more stress that we hold in a particular area, especially in our hips, especially for us females, the more tension develops there. And the more tension that develops there, the more pain we'll feel. And the reason for that is that that part isn't adequately working properly. So what happens is that it tries to get help from the surrounding areas and just becomes this big ball of tension, causing lots of pain, causing immobility. Take it 1 more full round here. And come back to center and go the opposite direction, so to the right. Keep your eyes closed, really focus on that tailbone moving, opening, releasing. This exercise is actually also really great for the liver, cleansing the liver. I know during quarantine, a lot of us have been drinking maybe more wine than usual. So this is also really good for that. Keep going, getting deeper and deeper into it each cycle, each round. Deep breaths. All right, take it 1 last round. Take your time. Beautiful. Come back into center. Now I want you to just turn and go on your hands and your feet for a tabletop position. We're going to take some cat and cows, but before that, we're just going to kind of move, drop the head, and just sway left to right. And I want you to try and get your tailbone, your head close together, almost like a C, and then go to the opposite direction. And it's not about how close you can get your neck to your tailbone, but rather how good of a stretch you can feel and how well you're breathing through this. So I want you to kind of lock your arms and use your tricep, forearm, and biceps here Beautiful. So now what we're going to do is for a cat and cow. So when we're inhaling, when we come up, instead of just lifting your head up straight, I want you to close your eye while you do this and just kind of rotate your neck up as the tailbone goes up on the inhale, and then as the tailbone and head roll back down on the exhale, taking everything in. Inhale, coming up, rolling the head completely. So this is not only warming up our thoracic and lumbar spine, but also our cervical spine, our neck. This is a very, very beneficial pose. It's good for everything. Make sure you're going around gently. Now go ahead and switch to the opposite direction. Beautiful. Come back to neutral spine. Let the crown of the head just drip here. Deep breathing. Relax that neck. Hold yourself up with your arms. Relax the neck. Beautiful. Inhale, look up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring the right leg up, and we're just going to pulse up and come back down. So you don't want to come all the way down. Okay, so you want to just kick your leg up about 90 degrees. And then you're going to pulse up as high as you can. You're going to come down. Pulse up, come down. All right? So match your breath with your movement. What this does is really strengthens the back muscles and the glutes and the core. And the stronger your core and glutes are, the more support you have for your low spine. Keep going. Make sure your weight is distributed evenly throughout your body. Keep going. Warming up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that leg. Take a breath here. Beautiful. Left leg goes up. Start pulsing. Breathe. Relax the face and the neck. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop. Take a breath here. All right, so going back to that right leg, we're going to inhale, reach it out, and then we're going to reach out the left arm simultaneously. So a little balance here. So what I don't want you to do is I don't want you to go back on your shoulder to where your hand is in front of your head. What I want you to do is make sure that your wrist is stacked underneath your shoulder, or even your head reaching ahead of your fingertips. You'll feel the difference here. Another thing I want you to make sure you're doing is that your left shoulder isn't going up, but rather it's pointing down to the ground. And really reach forward with the left arm, reach back with the right leg. And again, same thing with your hips. Make sure your right hip isn't just opened up wide, it's parallel to the ground. And just holding and breathing here. Again, this is a good balanced challenge. and it strengthens. Breathe. Use the core. Keep breathing. And exhale, release, taking a breath here. Beautiful. Left leg inhale goes up. Reach the right arm forward. Align that left wrist underneath the left shoulder. Hip is towards the ground. Reach the arm and the leg. Kick that leg up a little bit higher. Use that core. And breathe. And make sure you're not just falling on top of the left shoulder, but rather the left arm is really holding you up. And exhale, release it down. Great job. Breathe here. Beautiful. Now put your legs together and just simply go back into a child's pose rest, reaching your arms forward, letting the crown of the head drop wherever it drops, and just staying here. This is fantastic for low back pain. It really relieves your pain, allowing your vertebrae to just stretch to the right and left outwardly. And it just releases any pressure that we keep both in our necks and our low spine. Melt into your mat. If a thought arises, don't pursue it, don't ignore it, simply just watch that thought. Notice it. Where's this thought coming from? Where does this thought go? How is this thought making you feel? Why is this thought here? Keep coming back to that breath. Inhale as you look up, push back up into that tabletop position. Tuck your toes under and send your hips back for your first downward dog of the day. Really spread your fingertips wide, pushing through the palms, maybe pedaling your feet, warming up the hamstrings, relaxing your neck and your head. Shake it no, shake it yes. You can close your eyes like me, or you can look to your knees or even to the navel. Roll your shoulders up and away from the ears and internally rotate your thighs. Now our hamstrings are connected to our hips and our hips are connected to our spine. So when our hamstrings are tight, this also can cause back pain. So we're just really gonna work on the backs of our legs for a little bit. Now you're gonna inhale the right leg up, bend that right knee and open up your hip flexor here. Just stay here. Let that right foot go wherever it goes. Maybe look for it underneath your left armpit. Letting gravity do its job here. Indulge. This should feel really good on your hip flexors. Now you're going to inhale, bring it back up, and exhale, you're just going to bring it through and set it down for a pigeon. So you want to set your shins behind your wrists as close as you can to a 90-degree angle. And then you're just going to walk that left foot back wherever you go. Now, if right here is good, and you feel that tension in your hip flexors, no pain or pressure in the knee, stay here. If you need a little bit more, go ahead and go down to your forearms. If this is good, stay here. And if you're here, support your head with something. So maybe stack both fists on top of each other and let your forehead lie on it, relaxing your parasympathetic nervous system, allowing your muscles to not tense up because they think you're about to die or that you're in danger, right? Because it's an uncomfortable position, so they tense up more. And if this isn't enough for you, go ahead and lay down all the way onto your belly. But remember to not force yourself. So me, I've been running a lot during quarantine, so I'm tighter, a lot tighter than usual in my hamstrings and my hip flexors right now. So see what works for you, where that juicy tension in the hips are, and just stay there. Breathe, slow, deep breaths, focus on that breath, and allow that tension to release itself little by little. Like I mentioned a little bit earlier, we hold a lot of tension, a lot of emotion, past trauma, just so many things in our hips, especially as females. So this pigeon pose is a fantastic pose to kind of release all of that onto your mat, release what doesn't serve you, and allowing yourself to loosen up a bit and feel a little bit more free and light. And any pain that you have will eventually go away if you sit with it and just breathe into it. Where's the tension? Breathe into that tension. Inhale, slowly come up, very slow, very gentle. And go ahead and stay here. Feeling that extra juicy tension in that hip. Wow, I really feel it. All right. And start walking that back leg up very gently. And pushing yourself back into that tabletop. And then into that downward facing dog. Pedal the feet once more. Notice how much different you feel already with one side. Inhale, lift the left leg, bend the left knee, let it fall to one side. Open up the hip flexor. And as you exhale, bring it all the way behind your wrists again, as close as you can get it to a 90-degree angle. Go ahead and walk that right leg back. And notice how different each side feels. Find that juicy tension in the hips, no pressure on the knee, and stay there. Rest your head on something if you can, allowing you to relax further into this pose. And don't force anything. Breathe deep, slow, feathery breaths, sending it to the tension. Inhale, come up very slow. Stay at the top. Last little juicy tension release. And slowly walk that right foot back up, going into that tabletop position. And I want you to spread your knees wide apart and push back into that child's pose rest this time. So your knees are wide apart. Really push yourself back. See how far down your tailbone can come to your heels. And I want you to bring your hands behind you and just rest them behind you, relieving that pressure off the shoulders. And if you want, you can even grasp your elbows behind you and just stay here. And if you're here, make sure there's no pressure in your neck. And if you're not here already, go ahead and everyone bring your hands, interlace your fingers, and start pulling it back. Pull back with your shoulders, getting that good stretch in your traps. Keep pulling back. Exhale, release your hands very slow. You can leave it there or you can bring it to the front. If your hand's not in the front, go ahead and bring it in the front. And go ahead and push back up into that tabletop, tucking toes under and sending it back to that downward facing dog. Sway your hips side to side here. Maybe pedaling the legs still. Relax the neck. Deep breathing. Stay here for 5 breaths. Reach and grab your left ankle with your right hand and start looking underneath your left armpit, getting that good deep stretch feeling in the back of the legs. Breathing here, relax the neck. Exhale, release, be gentle. And inhale, switch sides, grabbing the right ankle, looking underneath the right armpit. Exhale, release. Inhale, look to the hands and slowly walk your feet up to the hands. Spread your feet shoulder width distance apart. And kind of just allow yourself to fold forward here. Relax everything down, bring a slight bend to the knee. And I want you to interlace your peace fingers to your toes and start pulling yourself down with your elbows. Inhale, coming up halfway. Exhale, drop it back down and start walking your feet backwards, coming into a plank position. Stack your shoulders on top of your wrists and just hold it here. Again, core strengthening is critical for back pain. Hold it, get stronger, building that strength. And we're going to lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay down low. Let the forehead drop to the ground. Elongate and extend your arms ahead of you. And we're going to go for that Superman. So we're just going to inhale, lift our legs and our hands. And we're going to exhale, lower down. So we're just going to keep doing this. This is fantastic for strengthening the back. Exhale, lower down. Go at your own pace, but make sure you're dropping all the way down and then going back up. It's not about how fast or how many you do, but how accurate you are. Exhale, release. And bring your hands by your shoulders. Inhale, push up into that upward facing dog. Go all the way back. And exhale into that downward facing dog. Push all the way back, get that last little bit of stretch in the legs. Inhale, lift your hands. Exhale, come all the way through and come down into a seated position. Elongate your legs straight ahead. And we're just going to rotate our hips out. Inhale, roll your shoulders back and look up. And on your exhales, go ahead and reach for either big toe or outside of the feet. And exhale, go ahead and forward fold. Pulling yourself with your arms, feeling that good stretch all alongside the legs and the back. Relax your head and your neck. Inhale, roll up very slow and gentle, and go ahead and come all the way down, lying down on your back. Go ahead and prop your feet up for happy baby. Grab the outside edges of your feet or your toes. Let the knees flare out to either side and just stay here. Last little bit of hip opener. You can roll side to side if that feels good. Massaging the low spine. Relax your head, tuck the chin in just a tad, breathe. Beautiful. Go ahead and bring the soles of your feet together. Drop your feet down. Let the knees flare out for butterfly. You can bring your hands on your belly or on the side, whatever feels right to you. And letting any last bit of tension in the low spine release here. Go ahead and stretch your legs out. Flare them out long. Let your hands come to your sides, palms facing up. Shavasana. Take a deep, deep inhale here. Hold it at the top. And sigh it out as you melt into the ground. And I want you to stay here, getting deeper and deeper into your relaxation as long as you can. And thank you so much for joining. I'll see you guys next time.